legal analyst and former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District, Elie Honig. Elie, obviously, we should know, we've noted before that you were a former colleague of DA Bragg, that team prosecuting Trump. It's rare, right, to see this sort of back and forth in this way between, a leading member of Congress, head of the Judiciary Committee, and the DA prosecuting the former president.
It's very rare, Poppy. This is what happens when the law meets politics. And now we are in this really unique scenario that we've not seen anything quite like before. Now, all of this swirls around last week's indictment by the Manhattan DA, Alvin Bragg, of Donald Trump over the documentation around hush money payments made by Donald Trump before the 2016 election to Stormy Daniels. Of course, this was the first ever indictment of a president or a former president. Now, people started to take sides pretty early here. For example, Representative Jim Jordan, the new House Judiciary Chairman, wrote a letter to Alvin Bragg in which he said, quote, "This is an unprecedented abuse of prosecutorial authority," and he demanded information from Bragg around the case. I want you to pay attention to the date of that letter from Jim Jordan, March 20th. That is before the indictment was unsealed. Yeah. That is before the indictment was even voted on.
Before we knew what the charges were, before the grand jury had
There was
decided.
no indictment.
Yeah.
The indictment, excuse me, did not exist. Now, Alvin Bragg responded to Jim Jordan and said, "No thanks, Congress. This is not for you." Jim Jordan did not take well to that response. And so what Jim Jordan has now done is request information and testimony from Alvin Bragg, the DA, from Matthew Colangelo, one of the ADAs who's on the team prosecuting Trump. And then Jim Jordan served a subpoena from the House Judiciary Committee on Mark Pomerantz, a former ADA who was working on this case but resigned about a year ago. And now what Alvin Bragg has done with this lawsuit is he's gone into federal court and he's asked a judge to do two things. One, quash, as we say, meaning block the subpoena to Mark Pomerantz. And two, if they should subpoena Alvin Bragg or anyone else, Bragg says, "I want a ruling right now that that kind of subpoena is invalid and will not be enforced."
Well, what kind of judge is going to make this decision?
Yep.
And on what legal grounds do they make the decision on?
So this is the judge. She is a federal judge. Her name is Mary Kay Viscoso. She was appointed to the bench by Donald Trump in 2019. I never appeared in front of her. She came onto the bench after I left that district, but I asked around. She is not known as a partisan or an ideologue. She was basically a corporate big firm lawyer for about 30 years. Now, Alvin Bragg has taken this case to federal court. He's a state prosecutor, but he's essentially walked this case across the street because it deals with Congress, which has federal jurisdiction. So we are in the district court, which is the trial level court. There will be a hearing next week. The loser of that hearing can appeal to the Second Circuit and then perhaps up to the U.S. Supreme Court.
So this could also go up to the...
Potentially
up to the
Supreme Court decides what it wants to hear.
How fast does this move?
Well, the hearing is set for next week. That's on a pretty quick time frame. So I expect this to move within weeks. I don't think we're going to have this dragged out.
What do you think? Do you think Jim Jordan's going to get what he wants? Well, I mean, asking for grand jury information is...
Exactly.
Highly unusual.
So you've hit on Alvin Bragg's first argument that he makes in his brief. He says, this is grand jury information. Yeah. It is secret. It is not to be out there in the public realm. Alvin Bragg also argues in his brief, he says, you're Congress. You have no jurisdiction over me as a local county DA prosecutor. And he makes a constitutional argument. He says the 10th Amendment says that what we call the plenary police power, meaning the power to regulate local safety, that is not for you, the federal Congress. That is for me as a local official. Alvin Bragg also writes in his brief, quote, "This is a campaign of intimidation, retaliation, and obstruction." Now, Jim Jordan is not going to go without a fight. He has not yet filed his legal brief, but he's arguing this is an attempt to interfere in the 2024 election. He argues Bragg his office has received some federal funding, and he's argued what we're really doing here is looking at potential legislation.
Yeah, of which I think Kara said they used $5,000.
$5,000 on this case. And by the way, the fact that some federal funds were used here doesn't mean Congress gets to ask whatever they want with no limitations.
Okay, Elie, thank you. That helps so much. Appreciate it.